Right, I've routed a vertical line across there. I'm going to have some sea and that there. A bit of a beach and that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to ton it. I'm just going to ton it that way a minute while I do my sky. I'm going to get a bit of a squirt with some water. That should be loads. That should be sad. Right, so definitely want a beach down here. So I'll just whack that in there like that, and then I definitely want some clouds in this middle bit here, so I'll whack a couple of them in, something like that. That'll do. I reckon that'll be sound. And then I'll finish that beach off. I'll just take that so it fades out. That's perfect. Right, wash my brush out. Get some. What shall I use? Let's say a bit. I'll add cerulean blue. I'll use that. Nice and thick at the top, and it'll gradually get thinner as we come down. Thick to thin. Dee dee dee. There we are. Into there, like that. Into there. I can go below that line because it don't matter. I can even come through there. Fade that in a bit because that's where it's going to turn into my sea. There. Let me just dry that brush. Try and soak some of that wet up at the bottom there. I've got some puddles right on the edge of my page, so I dry my brush, soak them up. There. That's better. Right, I think what I'll do now, I'm going to flip that upside down a minute and let that run that way, and then I'm going to flip it back and let it run all the way. That should give me a nice soft edges on it. That's looking good. Alright, let's flip it to the way, see what happens. Plenty of water on there to drip through. There we are, it's all dripping now. I'm just moving it about now actually. Let's see, let's let some drip down through there. It's looking a bit. Still too many hard edges on that. That's better now, it's dripping through, look. Oh, you can't see it there, look like that. That's more the sort of edges what I'm looking for. Let's put it back again, and let's tell you what, let's do it that way. This time that way. Just getting all these edges and that. Say it like that. Let's see. Them edges aren't quite soft enough for me, so that should help. And just take your time. This is where you can relax. You can sip of your coffee now. Oh, just reclip that there. Just reclip some of that. Right. Let's have a look at that. That's looking good. Oh, very, very good. Let's turn that back upside down, I'm thinking. I might air dry in a minute. Let it drip a little bit more. Let's give it a dry. Same again, and push it that way and try and push my paint down as I dry it. Let's try that. Nice. Oh, I've dropped everything on the floor. There. Oh, Let me think now. Shall I put my scene next? I might just put my scene now. So I've got my cerulean blue on my brush. Let me have a sip of coffee. Set that back down like that. Let's pop me water in, my scene. There we are, quite a nice runny paint. Just bop it in there like that. Actually, you know how I normally try and go not to make any marks? Like that'll probably leave a line there. I think that might be good if it leaves a line. Look like little waves and stuff in distance. And it hasn't left a line. Sad. I was thinking the other day, right? Wouldn't it be funny if one day, right, the main news story, right, with that note happened. There were no news that day. Just like, notes happened today. And that were like the main massive big news story that it was first day ever. I don't think it's ever happened. First day ever where just notes happened. There's been no news. That'd be mint, wouldn't it? Right, I like that. I'm going to dry that, see what it looks like, see if I need another layer out. I'm going to dry it gently. Dummy, I like that. That's dry. It's got to be bone dry. Right, back on side again now. I'm going to do some more to this sky. Quite an easy one this, but it's got a lot of drying in it. Can you see what I'm doing? That's top of my paper there, look, and you'll see what I'm doing. Right, so another sip of coffee. Get another squirt. Oh, mix my colour fast. Where's my brush gone? There it is. How the hell I managed to lose my brush, I don't know. Right, so I'm mixing now. I'm going to mix up a purplish colour. Do you know how to do purple? Red and blue. And actually the bottom of my palette's a bit mucky, but if it's too bright a purple, mix a bit of Burnt Umber or something in it with it, something to mucky it. Mine, it's alright because I've got all bits of old colour left at the bottom of my palette where I've been too bone idle to clean it. Well, that's gone too blue now. Back to some more purple, bit of extra purple in. And I think that don't look bad. That's nice, I like that. So I think I've got a bluey purple, I think it is. I don't know till I put it on page, but I'm not that fussed. I'm not that bothered what colour it is. I nearly says what it looks like. I do want it to look right. See what I could do. Just pop that there like that. A second. There, that should be plenty. Right, let's have a bit there. There's a lot coming in through here. That, a bit there. There's some bits down here. It'll get smaller as we come down here. A bit there. Yeah, that's not looking bad, is it? Let me get a softening brush. Let's use this one as a softening brush. Just get a few bits down here. Actually, thinking about it, is it worth going any down there? So I'm going to have some little, I'll put some little hints in or something, but I'm going to have a little hill in there. Look at that. Take some of that out. Try and leave some in. I like that. So try and leave that bit. Let's see if I can dry that gently and see what happens. I quite like these bits here. I think they might do something weird, but we'll soon find out. Drying gently. Try and keep the Keep it as it is so I don't move the paint. Blown all my equipment all on the floor like an idiot. Pick it all up. There we are, I think that's it all. Someone's gone into my wash basket. Right, let me get that back up there. I'm well pleased with that. This is something what I've just found out now. You know, I say you learn something new every time. See how I sprayed my sky, and down on these bits here, see them little tiny fleckles there where the water's not hit it and it's gone round it. Look how nice that looks. Then this bit at the end, I just put my power on and blew it to blow it down that way. But I quite like these little effects. That one there probably looks a little bit dodgy. I still like it. But yeah, depends what you like. But anyway, I'll crack on. Right, so now I want an Watercolour in here, distant. This, let me have a sip of coffee. This hill's miles away. I think, in fact I'm going to just use this same colour here, what I've got mixed. Probably watered down even a bit more. Looks alright, let's try this. Oh, is in here loose hair. Don't like loose hair, it'll make a right mess. Oh, that's perfect for me, that is. Perfect. So I'll come into there, try and keep this paint moving. So like down here, keep it moving, look. Dab a bit more water on so it gets thinner as I come across, I think. Try and keep it moving. Don't think it matters if I don't, in fact it doesn't, I'm having another layer. So on that side it don't matter if I don't go right to the bottom. Right, let's keep it moving. I'm going to dab into some water again, what thin my paint even more, just as I come over this side, and then I'm just going to do that to there, and then I'm going to turn it upside down a second. Right, this bit here I need to go right to edge on this end. I'm using my old brush. I don't know why, I've got a brand new brush with a nice chiseled edge. I'm using this one. Don't know why. There, let's go to there. And the other bit don't matter. And then I can run that watery stuff down. That might give me a nice effect. Sorry, I took it off page. Just running that down there like that. And then I'll just bring it back to there. That's it, that's sand. And then, shall I dry that, or shall I even just go straight in with my next colour now? Have it a nice soft edge. Let me wash my brush, have a sip of coffee, and I think I might do that. I suppose I should perhaps try it, I don't know. Let's just try it, see what happens. Thinking if I had a nice soft edge and get mixed up a really, really sort of light green colour and just pop that in. Top of what I'm having is another layer here. So I'm going to pop it in, wet in wet. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. Cross there, bring it up there, look. Just making this up. This one, I often use a reference photo, but this one, I've got no reference, I'm just making it up. And actually what I've done was, if you watch the last painting I did, I looked at that, and then I imagined this one by looking at that one. So that's where I got my idea from my last one. My last one had a little house here and it's just slightly different, and I just got this idea. Right, you know what I think I might do now? some really... No, changed my mind. What I think I might do now is mix a cream colour up. Nice creamy colour. Oh, that does look nice. So I'll mix my creamy colour up. You know, if you've got some raw umber or some yellow ochre, use that. I ain't got none, so I'm mixing one. So I've mixed it with a bit of yellow and a bit of light red. And I didn't wash my brush, so my brush were a bit dirty before I started. And then I'm going to mix that in with that colour, look. So it's all blending in, look. There we are. That's nice, isn't it? I think. Probably got a bit too much water on there. Let me dry this brush and dab some of this water out. Too many puddles in there. That's it. If it's too puddly, dab your brush, get some water out in it. That's all that has to do. And then let's do that again. Mix some more of that colour up. Bit of yellow, bit of light red, bit of mud out the bottom of the palette. There. If it's a bit orange, I won't. This is slightly orange, but I'm not going to worry because time it's mixed with this purple underneath and this green on top, it's going to mucky that cream colour anyway, and it should just look sound. There, that's nice. Look, that's not bad. What I did, I've done a practice run of this, and I just dried that before I put this in. Actually, I'm wondering now if that would have been the best way. But never mind. Right. I need a muddy bank now. Nice muddy bank. But this is good. It depends what you want. I dried it. I dried that purple lily background before, and it made it look a bit closer than what it's looking now. So if you want it looking a bit closer, then dry it first. I think that probably worked a bit better, maybe. Or if you want it looking a bit more distant, then do it like this. So they both look nice in their own way. So I think this, I've done this, suits this picture. I've got my sea darker on my other one. Yeah, so I'm quite happy at that. Let's get it to dry. If you want to thicken that up a bit, it's easy done. Let's do it just to show you. If that's not quite dark enough for you, it's pretty easy done. So you just get some more cream, whack a bit of that in. That's that creamy colour, whack a bit in. A bit more of that dark brown, what the bottom bit, whack a bit of that in. This will pull it in a little bit closer. And this will give a bit more distance between that one and the purple one behind. And then a nice bit of green on this background bit, look. So I've left some lost and found edges. I've not covered it all, just done bits and bobs at each. There. That's just pulled it a little bit closer, but not too much. Quite like that. Right, so that's that. What have we got now? Let's some ickle waves. Say a few ickle waves. Let me put light on. It's a bit dark in here. I'll leave it. It's a bit dark in here. I'll leave it. Right. Let's get some designer's whitewash. In fact, before I start, let me just dry that. It's thundering outside. Bank holiday and it's thundering. Typicals. Oh, that's nice. I can just about see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put my reading glasses on. Where are they? There we go. Can you see what I'm doing? That's better. Oh no, can't see through them either. Aha! And a bit of paint coming off now. So I want a bit of paint. There we are. Lovely. I actually ended up getting the fattest blob of paint where I probably wanted the thinnest blob. Nice one. My brush needs a wet. Just wet my paint a bit more. A bit more. That's better. And then coming out from let's have some bits sort of coming out a bit. And a little bit more lighter in my palette. Can you hear that thunder? Can you hear that? Well, that looks nice. Wow. Can't believe it. Bank holiday. What we got? A load of thunder. Oh, that looks good. I really like that. Ah, that's gone. I did this on my practice one with a small brush, and it's much better with this one, let me tell you. There. I love that. A little bit more up there. Let's bring that one across a bit more. There. I'm happy with that. I'm going to dry that. I can't see much, but I think if I, because it's gone that dark and it's thundering outside, but I think if I turn my light on, you'll just get a shadow of me phone what's filming it on the paper. Yeah, them lines are going a bit faint, so I'll stick a bit more paint on just to thicken them back up again. See the faint lines, you can leave some faint and thicken some more back up. It does fade, this stuff, so you sort of need to be putting more on than you want, or do it like that. See that lightning then? Or do it like I'm doing, and do it, dry it, see what it looks like, and then add a bit more on. Let's try that, see what that looks like. Let's dry it. Nearly done. Alright, I think what I'm going to do now is just pop. Let me get a nice little brush. That one will be perfect. I'm just going to pop some slight low lights on the underneath side of some of these waves. Just slight little bits. I think what I'll do is I'll put them on. I want to get another brush really and just take this one, another one, and just soften them. So I'll put them on and then soften them. Oh, that's working good. You know what, I'm going to put my light on so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, my back's gone. Oof. Oh dear. That's better. I know it's not as good for you because there's now a shadow on there, but better for me though, innit? I'm only joking. I'll turn it back off in a minute, but I literally can't see what I'm doing. It's gone that dark. Oh, now it's tiddling it down outside. That's nice. I bet you can't hear the rain. Can you hear it whacking out window? That one. Soften it. I was gonna go. It were all right earlier. I was gonna go and wash my van. Get that. Soften that. Blend that in. Look. Looks nice. I think what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do every single bit. Just bits. And let your brain imagine the rest. There. Oh wow. That is looking pretty nice. I quite like that. Since I've got all them other bits sorted that side, on this front bit, I'm going to get a bit more from this side. Something like that. Splashing water everywhere and just soften it in. Show you a little bit more. A little bit more about there. There, perfect. Soften it in. I could pop a few little pebbles or something on this beachy bit here. Shall I do that? Yeah, let's do that. Just pop a little bit of sort of extra bit in there on that beach, just a bit of texture in there, a bit of texture. Use a bit of soft and fine edges in there like that. Look, lost and fine edges on there. That's it. A bit of texture. Tell you what, forget that dry. A little dry. Get it a little dry and then just sort of, there you are, look, couple of pebbles, that's it, I've done that, lovely. Then them pebbles there, what's gone in the middle of my sea, just wash them away. There we are, they're gone. Sorted. Right, I think all we need now is, definitely needs some bods, so I need some thick designer's white gouache paint now. Right, because we're going in white, I want these bods in the darkest places. I say bods, they're seagulls. A great big in there. That's sand. Then that's our in there. And then I'm thinking a couple of little ones up here. None of these are Peter and Paul. Peter and Paul ain't seagulls, are they? You know what, I think that's enough. Right, so that's that, it's done. Let's another layer on this one. Make him a bit thicker. There we are. Just like my stepbrother doofus. A little bit thicker. Don't worry, don't watch it. If you watches it, you kill me. Right, let's get a bit of BD for BD. Where shall I put that? Oh dear, where shall I put it? I need it quite far up because you'd have a mount on this. So if this looks a bit too far up, but it's got to because it'd have a mount on it. So I'll pop it there, BD, Bertie D. Because your mount's going to cover so much, you see. So that's how I like to do it, innit? Right, I'm going to turn that light back off so you can see what you're looking at again. It'll be better for use because it's done now. Oh, my back! Oof. There you are. Can you see that better? That's alright, innit, that? Nice little picture. It took me a full half hour. I wanted to do it quicker than that. But anyway, I go up that and I'll see you on beach, innit?